Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Pretty Dirty. I have a very special guest today, Madison Bontempo, futurely known as, and currently Madison Fischer, Instagram, TikTok connoisseur, mother of 5, wife, entrepreneur, all the things. How do you do it? How does she do it? You're so beautiful.
Oh my gosh, you're so sweet.
So happy to have you here. You brought me a product, so I saw on your Instagram recently.
Yes.
Because I was going to ask you what's next in store, but I think this is a pretty new endeavor for you, right?
Yeah. Yeah. With 5 kids, you know, it's
subtle.
All parents know how hard it is to get kids to eat healthy.
Oh, it's a powder.
It's an all-in-one protein powder drink for kids.
Oh, cool.
Chocolate flavored, and it has, you know, all the adaptogens and greens in it and vitamins and everything. It's called Widdles Wellness for Littles.
And you guys started this all on your own?
We started this, a year ago, but just because my kids, you know, are so picky with eating, and I felt like I'm kind of a psycho with making sure they get all their nutrients because my twins were really like preemies.
Okay.
And after meeting with endocrinologists, they're like, they need a lot of protein to help them grow. And so I started doing a lot of research on like what kids need to, you know, to fulfill their diets and to supplement.
That they'll actually eat.
Right. And so we'll add this into a smoothie every morning with some peanut butter and some milk, and the kids just love it. And a banana. Yeah, they all love it. Yeah.
Can adults drink it?
Adults can drink it, but we can have a lot more protein.
Okay.
So I feel like the amount of scoops you'd be doing to get the amount you need, you might as well just get like a adult protein brand. But adults can
Sometimes
have it.
kids' stuff just tastes better. I'm not going to lie.
I know, right?
Okay, wait. So you have 5 total. Are your twins?
So I had the twins first. They're 9. And then Halston, their little sister, is 6. And then I had a 5-year-old little boy and a 3-year-old little boy.
Okay, so you've been on social media before you ever even had kids?
Yeah. So before I had kids, I grew up in the industry of like acting. So I was always like acting and doing skits, and I was doing a lot of skits and things just with a lot of influencers in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And so we kind of like started blowing up on, Instagram and Facebook first. And then when I had the kids, that's when we started our YouTube channel, and it was like a family vlog channel, and we just started putting content out. And that's kind of what we've been doing for the past 10 years. Plus also my Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok.
Oh God, Snapchat?
And I just started it actually.
No.
Well, about a few months ago, somebody told me that people, that Snapchat's like the new thing, even though it's been around for forever. He's very excited.
Dog is very excited that you're here. He's like, give me some of that Wittles protein. Dude,
are people doing Snapchat, or is this just like
well, my daughter's 16.
Yeah.
And she does Snapchat.
So was it like a younger thing?
I think.
Because a friend of mine
get into that.
No,
like,
I just got into it like 3 months ago because my hairstylist like, have you not been doing Snapchat? Like people are making the most on Snapchat.
How old is your hairstylist?
She's a little bit older than me.
Oh, really?
Yes, and she posts on there all day long, and she's saying that some of her other clients were making, like $15,000 a month on it. Some $50,000
by selling stuff?
Well, and then I heard that like some people were making, I don't know, like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month.
I feel like everybody says.
I'm looking at Tyler because I feel like he knows.
People are like, oh, they make so-and-so on TikTok. They make so-and-so on Instagram. I only make money on my brand deals.
Same.
Like I'm not making any money
the monetization.
from on TikTok or Instagram itself.
So we make a little bit on TikTok.
Okay.
For monetization, but not like a ton.
Right.
I feel like for me, it's like majority of just my brand deals I post, on my Instagram.
Right.
That I'm just like doing, but then sometimes we'll still make a little bit on like monetization.
Just for actually posting a video.
Yeah, on YouTube.
And it's,
but not for like Instagram. Like anything I post on there, besides a brand deal, I'm not making a penny.
Same.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, am I missing something? Because everybody talks about like, I post, actually somebody that I follow, one of my friends actually, we went to Stagecoach a couple of years ago, another influencer, he posted a video the other day on TikTok. And he was like, I've been in TikTok jail. Like I haven't been able to get over 200,000 views in a really long time. And one of his videos finally went back up to like 1 million or something. And he's like, so I went to go check and see how much money I made. And he's like, and I don't know what happened if TikTok's broke or what, but their pay structure is completely different than it was before. And I'm sitting here thinking, wait a minute. And then I checked and I'm like, I'm not even enrolled to make money.
Oh, you aren't?
And like the last video that I posted got like 4.5 million views. I'm like,
so you probably could be making a lot.
But I don't think it's a lot even. Like, it's in comparison to what we make with brand deals.
Yes, not even close.
Right.
Like millions of views, you might make like $13 or something.
Right, exactly.
But
See,
it all adds up. Okay, but what I think the money is like if you're posting videos that are past like, a minute or 2 minutes, like it's more of a vlog style.
YouTube though is better.
It has to be something like that.
So you guys have a big channel on YouTube.
So we've been doing YouTube for about 10 years, and
crazy.
I would say like our main thing we do now is like my Instagram, but we still will post on YouTube. We'll post shorts because everything's short form content now. Like nobody wants to sit there and watch.
But honestly,
a 10-minute video.
I think it's having a turnover again where people are wanting the longer videos.
Yes.
But also my kids, my son is going to be 11 next month, and then my daughter's 16. But for the last, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years, time goes by so fast. They like the longer. They watch people on YouTube and long videos, just like vlog style stuff. And I feel like our generation now is starting to actually like that more.
I think so. I think there's more substance to it. Yeah. I think it kind of shows the full picture, the full story of somebody.
Right.
When you kind of follow somebody's life, like you're more connected to them.
100%.
Which is how we kind of started in the first place. We were just posting these long videos, like vlogs, very family-friendly, fun content. And it's so fun to look back at. Like for me, when I look back, I'm like, I'm so glad I have these videos.
So you do enjoy it.
I love it. Yes. We even said, even if we were getting 0 views, the reason we started it in the first place was to have these memories as a family. And my kids will go back and watch, like their second birthday and, when I had them, birth and everything. And it's really cool.
I'm so jealous. I wish I
Did you not film any of that?
All of my stuff. I'm like, my kids are going to be left 5 million screenshots, I'm like, I don't have
and we have
home videos really.
Do you have a bunch of stuff on your phone?
Yes. It gives me anxiety.
How are they going to find it?
I know.
Right? Is yours like over just so much stuff?
I have a bajillion gigabytes that I have to pay for like extra iCloud store. Every time I get a new phone, I'm like, I'm not deleting anything.
Yes.
But I also would love to be able to put it into something where my kids can see it. Because it's not like I have nothing, but I have nothing that they can pop into the VHS.
It's not organized. No. It's not organized. And they're going to have to sift through like screenshots of things that I've been screenshotting.
I actually saw you post something the other day about like your home videos.
Yes.
Was that you?
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. It's so nostalgic.
Mom, she has all of her old videos and she hasn't done anything with them, like old tape recorders.
Like
and I, what was the company that does it all? It's so cool.
That takes them from the
They
VHS.
take all of it and they just completely turned it into digital. Like the most beautiful, like digital. You can just, I can't think of the name of it.
At least she has the hard copies.
Yes,
it's not
she has
in
all
a
of
phone.
it.
Like ours are all going to be. Okay, so you still love it. You already told me how you started kind of originally, but what would you recommend to somebody that is like, this is something that I kind of want to do. Like, I feel like I could do this with my family because I feel like a lot of people think that.
I think if you're feeling called to it, then do it because there's a lot of people, like I run into friends all the time. They're like, oh, I could never do something like that. Like I feel too awkward in front of the camera. Some people don't want to have an influence or a voice or show what they're doing. Right. And then there's some people that are just so cut out for it. And we need people that are going to step forward that are good influences, that are showing good, that show what family life is like for people to relate to. There's so many times we have people come up to us and be like, you've changed my life during hard times. Like I've looked up to you. I had a bunch of kids because of you.
So motivating.
I had an extra kid because of you. I was only going to have 2. Now I have 3. And, I just feel like we've shown what it's like to have a big family and that you can do it. Yeah. And we show realness. Like I think somebody that's going to be a voice for good, I say go and do it. Show real, the struggles to be authentic. Yeah, that's what we've always done.
Do you think that's the most important element of doing something like this? Is the authenticity?
It's very important to be authentic.
Or the consistency, or like what's the most important
I think if you want to be successful, obviously I think authenticity is very important because people can read right through somebody who's not. But then also consistency is huge. Some people will just like give up right away because they're not seeing like the views or whatever. And I think for us, like I said, we started because we wanted to just have those memories, and the views eventually came. We were consistent with it, and we just kept posting, and eventually I think collaborating is really huge. That was how we kind of grew at the beginning, was making videos with other people.
Is this your main source of income? So like everything that's kind of the root of it is the social channels, right?
Yep. We kind of, it just started taking off, and so it kind of replaced all these other jobs that we were doing, and then also we started some new businesses, as well from it, but...
So have you seen, of course, I'm sure you've seen some of these documentaries that have come out in the last few years. My kids and I watched one where the lady was like in a cult.
Oh
and
my
gosh.
Like,
it was like the saddest thing ever. Did you get any...
Was it the Ruby Franke one?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh,
I think that's what it
insane.
was, where one of her kids like got kidnapped by the lesbian cult leader.
No, this was a different one that I saw. And she was a vlogger, Ruby Franke, and she was psycho. Like, she started off really cute on her channel, but there were so many red flags.
The mom?
Yes. And eventually she started like tying her kids up in the basement. Yes, this
is the one.
Oh, I didn't know she
became like a lesbian.
Though.
Yes.
Oh,
and
okay, I missed that part.
And did you watch the whole thing?
No.
And
maybe I didn't watch the whole thing.
And she she exiled her husband from the whole family.
Yes.
And then they looked at the back videos where she was like talking to the kids and everything looked really happy on camera.
Yes.
And she's like, you need to say this. And the kid's like, I just don't want to do it anymore.
But it's crazy because on her vlogs, if you go back, people were saying that there were so many red flags. Like she would go on her vlog and just flat out be like, my kid, was so bad this week, so he's been sleeping on the floor for months, and would just post that.
I think that's when everything changed. Because in the beginning, she was talking about she was way more authentic, and then she let the pressure get to her that everybody was saying those things like, we look up to you, oh my gosh, how do you do it? And so she felt this insane amount of pressure to be perfect and have these people like her and be a good influence. And then it just went to the complete opposite route.
It's almost like she got possessed or something.
But I think that she did. I mean, she like got into this whole weird organization, and was she Mormon? Was it? She was in Utah.
She might have been.
I mean,
I don't
know.
know.
It was weird. And then she got really into really weird stuff, and it was really, really sad to see for the kids. I think she had like five kids maybe or something like that, and the two youngest got the brunt end of it. It was so sad. And it just kind of makes you change the way you view. I mean, I think a lot of people have their perspectives and their opinions on when people have their children in the media, in the spotlight, whether they monetize from it or not. Do you have anybody that's kind of given you – I feel like you have a really good following.
So I feel so grateful that we've had such a good following. People don't comment a lot of negative things, but obviously there's always negative to any business, right? Like anything you choose to do in life, there's going to be negative to it. So for us, like we have to stay true to like what we know we are. Like, yes, there's people that's going to take any space, like Ruby, for instance. Like she took something that could have been beautiful and found the complete negative side of it and made a lot of like I'm sure a lot of people looked at her story and says, I wonder if they're like that or these family vloggers.
Exactly.
And so for me, like I just know that I'm not like that. So I feel like confident
your
in
truth.
that. But sure, I'm sure there's people that look at that and wonder if there's other families that are doing the same thing.
What are your kids like? What do your kids' friends at school say about it? Like, do they have any?
Yes, my kids, like my daughter came home the other day and she's like, Mom, there's these like junior high kids that'll come to the elementary, because they all are on the same campus. And they're like, hey, we watched the Fish Fam. We're your fans.
So cute.
My girls said, we just looked at them and says, like and subscribe.
Oh my God.
And when we used to drop them off, like when they were in first grade, all these fifth graders that used to watch our channel would like pick them up and hug them and carry them to their line and stuff. And eventually the supervisors were like, okay, you guys can't pick them up.
Right.
I know you think they're cute.
They're not dolls.
Yes. They're like, I don't know why you guys are all following them around. And we eventually had to go to the school and say, listen, like we have this channel, like everyone knows our girls, and they like it. They look at everyone as like they have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And it's been a positive thing.
Good.
I think we've been trying to take what they've built and turn it into like this really cute thing where they have this new thing called like the Key Club, and they want to give everyone like necklaces, and it's about inclusion, inclusivity, and like having everybody be part of it and waking up every day and unlocking like the best version of you. And we want them to be able to take what they have and all these like friends and think like, what can we do with this? How can we spread good? How can we bring everybody in?
Yeah.
And I think that they just think it's really cool and fun. And
that's so sweet.
And so
How
I
old
think
are
it's
they?
been like a positive thing. They're 9.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
Yeah. So we're trying to make it just like a positive thing. Like, look at all these people that look up to you guys, all these people that love watching your videos,
So do they do their own thing also on YouTube? And
we one time created them a little Tatum and Oakley channel, but we never like went further than that because we were so busy. Like they were in sports.
Because you have to micromanage all of it.
Yes. And we also are very good at being balanced. Like they're almost like they have like completely normal childhood.
Right.
Like, people will always wonder that, like, right? So, I mean, we will make a video maybe once every couple of weeks, some random content, on the spot of things that are naturally happening. And although we have so many videos out there, they have, we don't have like so much, we don't want to like make them do like, all these videos and start their own channel.
Right.
If they're up for it, now that they're getting older, maybe it could work out.
Do they talk about wanting to do that and branch out on
They
their own?
really do love making videos. Like they'll take my phone and make little things, and sometimes.
But they're just making it. They're not doing all the back end stuff.
Yes,
where it's like
exactly.
the editing and the posting and the ideas and
so
all of the.
if they wanted to make more content, we totally would be down. Like if they wanted to have more of a voice and do talk to the camera more. But we've slowed down on a lot of the kids stuff because I've been so focused on these businesses and my Instagram and things that have been the main source of income.
Right.
Which is, I don't know.
Do you think that you could, could you do this if you didn't have your husband?
Probably not. No. So we're like such a dream team because he does he's so good at like communicating with all of our reps and our agents and our managers and, making sure everything's like in line, and then I am more like the creativity side of it.
So it's a good yin yang.
Yes,
if you will.
Right, Kyler?
You've trained him well. Have you trained him well, or is he like training you? He's like, this is what he's keeping
It's kind
you
of
on
a
track.
little bit of both. Yeah.
Keep you on track. That's good. Okay, so give us a ballpark. How much do you think you've made off social media?
Oh my gosh, probably. What?
Give us a ballpark. Not a lot?
A lot, maybe like
7 figures?
Yeah, maybe like millions.
Millions. Yeah. And and you've been doing this for how long? 9 years?
Yeah, 9 years.
So if there was, okay, so you're not going to give us a number. That's fine. Okay.
Guy doesn't like that.
So what are what do you think you would be doing if you weren't doing this?
I always loved like the beauty industry. Mm-hmm. I went and got my like master's aesthetics license, and I wanted to, have like my own skincare line or which I'm still actually trying to do right now. So skincare, hair care line.
The audience.
I was actually in the works right now. We just met with somebody today about it. So it's probably like something in the beauty industry. I also grew up in the entertainment world myself as a kid. Since 4 years old, I've been doing like acting, modeling, commercials, theatrical. So probably would continue doing acting stuff. My husband's really into entertainment stuff. Probably just, I don't know, we would have found something in entertainment for sure.
Like video stuff.
Entertainment,
not like...
I probably would have been in social media. But if I wasn't, I'm trying to think. I don't know, something in the beauty industry.
Do you ever wish that you didn't have social media? Are there ever days where you're like, oh my God, I just wish I didn't?
Sometimes. I met this group of girls the other day. We were at this shoot, and there was a bunch of girls that came up that watch our channel, and they're like, we love you guys. And, they were like, I was like, what are you guys doing here? Like, we are on a field trip. We're actually not doing social media for 9 months. I was like, wow, that is so cool.
Nice.
Like, I wish I could do that because you know what that does is it resets your brain. I feel like we are always, everybody nowadays, scrolling and we're comparing ourselves. Yeah. And I saw this meme pop up the other day that says, you're not depressed, you just spend too much time on your phone. 100%. Your house doesn't suck. You spend too much time on your phone. Everyone's, you get these negative thoughts in your mind because everyone's spending too much time on their phone. 100%. So when I put it away, I just think about how cool it'd be to put it away for a long period of time.
And you can't. We're stuck in it now.
Yes.
I say that all the time. Because I'm like, I can't put it away. It's my livelihood.
Yes. You fall out of the algorithm.
You fall out of the algorithm, but also I think from a creativity standpoint, like when I'm scrolling, I'm like, how many times can I see the same person post the same, a different person post the same thing.
Yes.
And it's still, you lose your creativity, I think, when you're too immersed in it. And I feel like if you can figure out a way to take some time away from it, I feel like it really fuels your tank. Yeah. And then you can kind of get your uniqueness back in a way. I mean, I know you do more lifestyle stuff, but when I'm watching social media, I'm like, oh my God, every 3 minutes, it's the same sound bite. It's the same, text overlay. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, because nowadays I feel like this trending sound thing is so big. It's almost about copying the trending sounds. You see a trending sound and then you realize that a million other people have done it. Oh, so that's what I'm supposed to do. And you use that same sound. Right. And then because you used it, it'll recommend more that have used it. So your whole feed, yes.
I know, it sucks.
Is the same thing over and over.
I have heard though that with social media, there's been some sort of like a turnover where they are actually kind of I don't know if it's Instagram or TikTok rewarding like in the algorithm for longer videos, more like real lifestyle videos that are not as edited and just, conversational, or if it's just because naturally when people view it more, it spits it out more. Because I've noticed on my stuff, I've been getting a lot more traction on just like the organic posting rather than following a trend or a sound bite.
I think it catches your eye because it's something that seems more real and different all of a sudden because it's authentic and it's like a real moment versus just like a sound, like a quick trend.
Yeah. So, okay, so your home life. So I feel like a lot of people, I know that you're very authentic, but obviously there's always a side that people don't see. That's just in general, whether you're on social media or not. There's a face that you show to the world and there's a face that everybody sees, at home to your family. So for people that are inspired by you, I'm sure there's also people that look at you and they're like, oh my gosh, she does it all. Why can't I do it all? You guys are so perfect. Why am I not like that? A lot of us compare. So what would you say to people that feel that way?
Yeah, I would say, first of all, social media is a highlight reel. As authentic as everybody wants to be, people are always going to post like their best moments, right? Because who wants to just post a bunch of negative things?
100%. People don't want to see it either.
I mean, it's negative to like us, maybe. For me, like for the first time, I posted like my whole laundry day, and I had so many people reaching out like, "This is what my life is like."
Relatable.
Sometimes it takes me 5 hours on a Friday to get through the 150 outfits that my 5 kids are wearing throughout the week.
Right.
And I don't show a lot of the hard times. Like, we are not perfect. There's times, where I'm, having a depressed day, just like any other girl, or stressed out of my mind, or feel like I don't know how I'm going to get through the day, with the 5 kids. It's hard.
Yeah.
Kyler and I will sometimes look at ourselves and be like, how do we have 5 kids right now? And how are we going to do? And how we're like in survival mode.
Yeah.
So I'm just, you don't get down on yourself, because we are living like the same type of, the things that are hard for us are hard for other people. I feel like it's the same. I saw this one girl post reality versus Instagram stuff, and it was like everything she was posting was the same that my house, like how my kitchen was like my dishes overflowing, or like the laundry piling out of my front room, or I'd open my fridge and there's like no groceries, and I forgot to go grocery shopping that day. Yeah. So I'm like going to pick up kids' lunch down the street really quick to drop it off in time, and just stuff like that.
So that's so relatable. I feel like just even seeing a sliver into that, it's like, oh my God, you can take a breath and you're like, okay, I'm not a piece of shit. Like other people have this too. It's not 100% perfect.
And I show a lot of that stuff on my stories.
Good.
Like I will show those stressed out moments on my stories, but I don't really feel like I'll post them as like a permanent post.
Right.
And maybe it needs to be more. Maybe that needs to be something that people do, is post as a permanent post, because sometimes when they go to my page, like, oh, everything looks all dandy.
Right.
But then I'm like, but do you follow my stories? Because I look like a mess on my stories.
That's how I feel too when I'm in my stories. I'm like, people who follow my stories, you really know what's going on.
Exactly.
Because it doesn't always make it to the feed, know, but also not everybody sees all, you've got however, millions of followers and only 100, 200,000 people are watching your stories. But
I know.
I feel like those are usually the diehards, like the ride or dies that watch the stories.
I know. And sometimes the stories are the best content.
The best.
But am I going to take that like few second clips that feels random, just post it as a post?
I feel the same way.
I always wonder.
But you know what? Then I look at people like, okay, for example, like Bethany Frankel, even though she's totally different field. But I'm like, she'll take something that would have been something I would post on my story, and it just goes straight into her feed. She's like, this tuna fish sandwich, I love it. And it goes into the feed. I'm like, should I be posting into my feed the way she's posting on her page like that?
I always think that when I see those. I'm like, hey, she did it. Maybe I should do that.
I know.
But I have like this mental block towards it. I don't know what it is.
So do I, but she's very freaking consistent. But I there's a lot of other people too that I follow, and it kind of is like that, or they're just briefly like even like I do like car rants, And I'm like, should I post this in the main feed? Like,
I always
do
car
in the story.
On my story.
Yeah. Only the story though. You should.
I wonder if there's like a science behind that. Like why we're all thinking that the feed has to be, because they're already seeing it. Like think about it. You're posting it, people are already seeing it.
We're thinking the feed has to be edited.
Like we feel more confident?
Maybe we're less insecure because it'll be gone in 24 hours anyway. And also no one's seeing the reach it's getting. So like sometimes the algorithm is so off for me.
So it just doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter how many people are viewing it, because I'm like, okay, shit, that sucks. Not that many people saw it.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
Yes.
Why am I a loser? But no one else sees that I'm a loser.
So true.
So that might be it. There's got to be some human psychology behind it. Well, no, sometimes I'm pissed.
It's so funny. But then you don't want it taken off. I remember they were going through this phase where they were going to take off all likes and comments and views so no one could see anything on any page. And I also wasn't like excited about that either. I'm like, it's kind of a safe zone, but also I kind of like seeing how many people it gets me like excited, almost like
it's
a game.
The dopamine
like
hit. We gotta have the dopamine.
Like what world are we all living in right
so
now?
Bad. This is Matrix. I don't even know.
We are. Sometimes I wonder.
It's also I don't say things out loud, and I'm not joking you. And it shows up in my feed.
No, same.
I'm like,
exactly.
They're in my brain.
Yep.
I'm like, am I that paranoid or is this real? I don't have to say anything out loud. I'm gonna be like, oh, you know what? I really need to get my carpets clean. But I'm in my head and I'm like, it's like, need your carpets cleaned?
Yes,
Call 1-800.
It's weird.
I'm like, I'm a bajillionaire. Let me say that in my head. I just made $1 million. Let me start saying that. Get ads for that. But I feel like we're so hooked into social media, and I'm the same as you. Like so much of my my income comes from social media now, but it's this catch-22 where I'm like, would
but
it
it's
be
so
nice
fun at the same time. Like, I actually really like it. But
I do too.
But what you said about taking a break, I like that too. Yeah. I like a little bit of all of it.
But what scares me sometimes keeps me up for a little bit at night before the magnesium kicks in. I'm like, what would happen if it just went away? What if social media, like what if Instagram was just like, we're out, crash out?
I would really like how everybody would communicate with each other more.
But what would we do? What would we do?
But what
would
people do?
For income? Like there's so many influencers that are like, remember when TikTok almost got banned? People are like, this is my whole livelihood.
I don't feel like everything just disappears that fast, because if something disappeared, a new person would make something that, because they would realize that was such a big thing.
Yeah.
People always go towards what's popular.
Yeah.
Right. So if something goes away and everyone's like, now what?
Yeah.
They know that whoever creates the next thing similar to that, everyone will instantly go to that.
That's true.
So I just don't feel like it would ever just like disappear right away. But I don't know.
Do you feel like when you meet people out in public, they feel like they know who you are? Like even if you've never met them before? People are like,
sometimes. Like I can always tell if somebody is looking a certain way, like they want to come over and say something, but they're too shy, but then eventually they will. And it's always like the sweetest people. A lot of the time it's teenagers, and they're always the same thing. I used to watch you.
So
it's always I used to watch you too.
Oh,
I know.
No.
I'm like, man, maybe we should post more. Because, we were posting so much back in the day, and now it's, it's kind of turned into what, it's like Instagram stories. Right. I feel like back in the day it was like YouTube, all these fun videos daily, and people, like kids would watch them. Yeah. All those long videos, and now they're teenagers.
Well, and I mean, you have to I'm sure your content has changed significantly from the day.
Yes. Now it's like a lot of moms follow me.
Well, their
which
moms
I kind of like
probably
more.
Are like, I'm sure you're inspiring, you know what I mean? And I think people I have 2 kids. I can't even imagine having 5 kids.
Thanks.
Like, do you guys go to church?
We do.
We're
actually Mormon, which you were bringing up.
I think I remember Kobe mentioning that you guys are Mormon. Are you guys allowed to talk about the stuff that might be coming up?
Yeah.
You are?
I don't know what,
Do you watch Mormon Housewives? I mean, not Mormon Housewives. What's it called?
Oh, The Secret Life of Mormon Wives?
Yes.
Do you watch that show? Is really cool. Yeah.
Do you actually watch it? I watched
it. I watched all of it.
No,
at first when I was watching it, I was like, oh man, I feel like this is going to be a train wreck.
Right.
What's the storyline
it kind of
here?
Is a train wreck.
It is. But it's so fun because I know like, all the girls on it. There's a few that I don't know, but we grew up with some of them. Yeah. And so for us, it was fun to just see them on a show. And I don't know, even though there's parts that are train wrecks, it's just everyone loves the mess and the fun and the realness of like, I love that Taylor is so real.
Yeah.
When you know her whole story and she's not afraid, you can't judge somebody. Like I don't judge people if I know that they're not hiding anything and they're just open, like an open book. Like Taylor, she's not hiding anything. You take the power
away when you just lay it all out there and you're like,
she lays it all out there. She is who she is. She's done what she's done. Right. She's sharing it with the world. And I'm like, good for her, and she's working through it. And she's like a human being.
Right.
And so I like that she's putting herself out there and and people can relate to her. A lot of people are going through mental health things and divorces or have made decisions they're not proud of. And I just think it's cool that she's being authentically her.
So true.
And there's some girls on the show that I think aren't being as authentic, and you can see it,
I also feel like their lives are what everybody always thinks are going, like, that's what everyone thinks is going on behind closed doors with like these Mormon,
Yes.
But I feel like
it's not.
I know a lot of Mormon people and that's not what's going on. Yes. I don't know how they found this group of women.
Yes.
But it's great television and I adore most of them. I'm actually friends with a few of them. But it's kind of madness.
It's madness. Like when I watch it, I'm like, well, that's not exactly what a Mormon wife is, right?
Right.
So I appreciate you guys like using the title. A lot of the problem with a lot of people that are actually more like Mormon, when they see the title, they're like, well, why do they have to choose that title? Why couldn't they be calling it like The Secret Lives of Mom Talkers, or Mom Talk, or whatever it was? Because how does Mormon have to do with any of this, right? So they're bringing in the name because people have a lot of judgments around our religion. But what I've liked about it is it's kind of normalized it a little bit, because people would think like, oh, aren't they polygamous, like cult members?
Yeah.
People don't know a lot about our religion. A lot of people didn't even know we believed in Jesus Christ. Yeah. Didn't even view us as Christians. And I view myself the same as like a lot of my Christian friends. Like we're all just believe in Jesus Christ, right? And so I think I wish that they would show more of like what our religion is on the show, because there's not a lot of that. And some of it's a little bit mocking, a little bit,
It's
the book of, and,
Right,
being
it
in front
is
of
a
the
little-
temples, but then they're talking about, things
There's some mockery.
swinging and,
I feel like that's reality TV though. Like even my
Yes.
show, it's like supposed to be about real estate. I'm like, you guys don't show any fucking real estate. Like you show the houses because
Exactly.
they're pretty, but you don't show any of the drama related to like the actual sales or what goes on or the conversations. It's so far and few between, but it's because the drama is what sells.
It's what entertainment is. My husband and I have been in the entertainment, world our whole lives. We get it. It doesn't offend us. We look past it. We realize that, it's half, it's a business.
Right.
People are, they're using the titles for clickbait and things, but there's a lot of truth to it too. I think a lot of it is, produced and then also a lot of it truth.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think it's pretty, I don't know a lot about the religion, but as far as their show, I think they've created something freaking great, and everything those girls touch now
so
turns
popular.
to gold.
I know. I'm like, she's gotten, Whitney's gone on Dancing with the Stars, and Macy launched her new book. I love Macy. I went to high school with her. Launched her new book, and look at the things they were able to do.
Well, and
from the
what's
show.
her name's on The Bachelorette?
Yes.
Taylor went on The Bachelorette.
Yeah, Taylor's on The Bachelorette.
All the girls on Dancing with the Stars. So let me ask you this, because you're so used to controlling all of your own content.
Yes.
And you control what gets put out to the entire world. Would you ever do something like that where you have no control and producers?
So funny enough, like, that's the one thing that kind of seemed scary at first, but Kyler and I, we just got off a documentary for Hulu.
You just got off a documentary?
Yes, we just did a documentary for Hulu, and they filmed our family for 5 years, over a span of 5 years, and then they launched this documentary. I don't talk much about it. I barely talked about it because I didn't like how they spun the show. They followed 3 families around, and to me, I felt like there was kind of this ominous feeling towards it.
Wait, a production crew followed you around for 5 years?
Yes. Yeah, for 5 years. They would only come every 4 months and film for a couple of days, and then they'd leave, and then they'd film, 4 months later, come again for a couple of days and leave, and just on and off for 5 years. They wanted to show what it was like behind the scenes of it, following a real families on social media.
Okay, but nothing about Mormonism.
No.
Okay.
There's nothing about Mormonism, and when the show came out, I'm like, I'm not hiding from the show. I think it's great. We went on Good Morning America and talked about it. It's out there. But I felt like they had an agenda to kind of make it seem more of about kids, about kids being exploited in a way versus what it's really like. I'm like, you guys didn't show what it's really like, because we don't do that. Our whole thing has always been about balance, family values first, showing good moments, real life, bringing people in, the happiness of family. When they filmed us, it was very all these happy things.
Right, but they didn't air that.
And then they only would show the one clip of something that was kind of negative. And so I didn't love that so that's the problem when you're not producing your own stuff. They have full access to whatever they want. And I just wasn't as proud with how it came out. And so I just, I'm like, I'm not going to talk about this that
That's
much,
awful.
on my social media.
I hate that.
But if there was a better reality show that came out and I could, I don't know, do it again.
That's the hard part about what I say is when you go onto a new show as season 1,
yes,
you have no idea what's going to happen when it airs. You have no idea what the producers are going to, how they're going to spin things, how they operate, what the storylines are going to be. And so I feel like coming into a show that's been there for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seasons, you have a way better understanding because you're like, okay, I know the vibe here. I've got my footing a little bit. It might be intimidating, but at least it's not when you're season 1, season 2, you're just holding on for dear life.
Yes.
So,
but I do think it'd be really fun to be on a show that.
Based on what people that are in social media, Mormonism,
anything. Kyler and I
any reality.
We love entertainment. We love we love going on talk shows, podcasts we're doing right now. I just love all of it. So
you're very social.
I'm social.
Okay.
I love talking about things. I love when people ask me questions. I'm very real. I'm a very open book. So I'm probably the perfect person for a show like that.
Yeah. We're casting. You want to be a realtor?
Yes, I'll be a realtor on your show.
My producers have asked me give us your friends. I'm like, nobody wants to come on our show.
I love all of it. So I would go be a realtor, teach me.
Funny.
My dad has been a realtor his whole life. My dad is hilarious.
Does hubby say
so
yeah?
freaking funny. He's so fun. He's hilarious. Yeah.
Who?
My dad.
He's a realtor?
Yes.
Oh, so you've been around it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, wait. I'm literally going to tell Skylar.
Please have him.
I've given them so many
funny.
of my friends, and they're like, we just want somebody that you would genuinely be excited to film with.
Yes.
And so here's the thing, though, that in my mind, I'm like, okay, but I don't want you to ruin a relationship that I have with somebody who's like my genuine friend because I don't fucking trust you guys at all. And the last thing I would want is like to go in there with somebody that's my friend and then something, God forbid, happens. I don't know. I'm pretty like, I know how to navigate it. But they're like, it has to be somebody who either has their license or is willing to get their license and somebody that you'd be genuinely happy to film with. And I was like, okay, let me rack my brain. I've given them a few options. I don't know how it's going. It has to be this.
Hey, I can help you think of some people.
Female.
I have some fun realtor friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Send them my way or send me their socials. Yeah. Because they're like on it. They're like, we need to start interviewing more people because we want a new cast
I didn't even
member.
realize you were on. So what is it?
It's a show it's called Selling the OC.
Okay.
It's about real estate, but like I said, not really. I mean, it's about drama and all of it's Selling Sunset, but we're the Orange County version. So it's like you have to have drama. My son literally asked me this morning on the way to school, Mommy, are the fights that you have on TV real? And I was like, why are you asking me that? And he's like, because I know you in real life. He's like, I've never seen you behave that way.
So funny.
And I'm like, well, they are real for in that moment. Like when I'm being put in that position, they are real, but I would never be in that position. Like I wouldn't hang out or be around people that I don't like.
Yes,
by the way, no reality show is like that though. There's always that's what they want you to think. It's just a bunch of girls hanging out, having fun. They're like, but now let's turn you all against each other and we need drama. They told us season 1 of my show, everyone got along so well. Everybody. They were like, this isn't an episode of Friends. And I was like, why can't it be? That was like the longest running TV show in America, wasn't it? They're like, no, it's not how we operate. I was like, okay, noted. Okay. And then in the beginning too, I was like, I just want to be, I see everybody's side. Like I feel like she needs a little bit of grace. Like, I don't know. And they're like, you have to pick a side. And I was like, why do I have to pick a side? And they're just like, you have to, like, you can't just be all, rainbows and butterflies on a reality show. And I'm like, well, okay, you guys are the producers, not me. But they always follow the drama. They always want to follow the drama. And that's just, it's not fake by any means. Even when I was telling my son this morning, I said, listen, the fights and the conflict are real in that moment. Yeah. But in mommy's real life, have you ever seen me be like that? No, because I'm not putting myself in those situations. Yes. Right? I'm removing myself from, toxicity and negative people. I would never be sitting at a table.
That's actually so true because any person can have toxic relationships and bad situations all day long if we chose it. If we put ourselves in situations like that.
Absolutely.
But we're all trying to choose good energy, peace.
Yes.
Yes,
I want
that's
growth,
true.
I want peace. And so when it comes to like my show, it's work, right? So for work, I have to be with these people. And even in work, I've always been like a lone wolf. I don't really do the community, even the gatherings. I'm like, no, I just want to protect my peace and I don't do that. And with this type of office, it becomes really
Okay, I'm going to have to go watch some of these episodes.
Oh, watch season 4. That was a pretty good one. I think I was the calmest in season 4.
Okay.
Because I was like, I'm not putting up with any of your guys' shit.
I think it's all fun.
Do you watch a lot of reality TV or watch TV in general?
We do not watch a lot of anything.
Me either.
Because I feel like by the time my kids are going to bed at like 9, I'm ready for bed at 9 too because I'm exhausted.
Same. That's how I feel.
Kids take a special type of energy.
They take all the energy.
All the energy.
All of it.
Yes.
Yes, I agree. So, I don't have time to watch television either. Like, have you seen this? I'm like, I don't watch.
I'm a little bit like a hermit crab. Like some of my friends.
Time to watch TV.
I know.
I don't even have time to shop. All I do is shop online.
Yes,
I don't
shop
even shop
online.
in person.
Sometimes I do my groceries online.
I always do
my house
groceries online, which is kind of sad because I used to like going to the market, and now
I know it's all like the mom hacks. We need the mom hacks.
I know, and honestly. Even cooking, do you meal prep?
So I do 2 meals a week that are really good from HelloFresh.
Okay.
I'm on a subscription there and I just
They're so
do those.
good.
And then the other meals of the week are really boring. Like quesadillas, pasta, whatever takes a few steps.
Are you one of the moms though that's like, oh, every kid likes something different and get something different?
No,
like,
they
everyone
have
gets the same.
Yes, I'm just like, no, you're gonna eat it. Like I don't like this. Okay, well that's what you're having for dinner. So I have to sometimes just put my foot down because it's just too much. Because everyone's being picky.
You can't.
It just doesn't work with 5 kids.
Well, and then when your kids, like when you start giving into that stuff, you're like, I'm not the best version of myself because it's so stressful. I'm adding unnecessary stress.
Yes.
That it makes me more irritable, more moody. I'm tired. So if we can just get like some of these basics out of the way and like everyone just eats the same thing.
Yep.
Or at least like the same variation of this thing. Like we're filling mom's cup up a little bit extra, and it's gonna be a better night for everybody.
Yeah. Well, and the meals that I get sent are always really good because it's like family friendly. They're always like chicken and like really good carrots or asparagus or it's just really, it was always really good. Like the kids were always loving it.
I'm pretty sure it was HelloFresh that I did. I'm really gonna mess this up if it wasn't HelloFresh. I don't think
there's
it was.
a bunch of companies similar.
No, it was something else. Shit. There's some of these are so good.
They're good.
So HelloFresh is the one where you make it.
Yes.
Okay, this one actually came pre-made.
Ooh, yeah. I've had some of those too.
I was like, what was it? What did he say?
I don't know. I've done a bunch of different ones.
Some of them are really, really good. I used to do HelloFresh when the kids were younger, and
the reason I've liked HelloFresh is because it's been teaching me. I feel like this is like full brand deal.
I do it with the kids. I used to let the kids get in on the HelloFresh because it had all the instructions, and it was really nice.
Yeah, it's super easy. The kids will cook with me, and then I'm learning how to cook. Like I've learned so much.
What?
Yes, from it.
Wait, you didn't cook before?
No.
What?
This is teaching me.
Who would cook?
We cook, but it's pasta, quesadillas, like things that kids would make.
American diet.
Oh, yeah. Terrible. Like,
my gosh.
About 6 months ago, I was like, I want my kids to get balanced meals. We were door dashing literally. Yes, this is why we created this. We were door dashing like constantly and spending so much money because we were eating out. We were going to restaurants for lunch and dinner because we just neither of us know how to cook anything. So
that is
pasta every time.
He's like, I make good butter noodles, baby.
Anyways, carry on.
Okay. I've been learning how to cook.
Okay, so everyone listening out there, she does it all, but she's just learning to cook. If it makes anyone feel any better.
No,
she's
I
not
don't
making
do it all.
5-star meals
Here's
every
the thing
night.
is I'm still learning every day.
Good. We need to constantly grow and adapt and learn if cooking's something that you want to do.
Yes.
Especially for your family.
Yes,
That's beautiful.
It's so funny because I was always making chicken on a pan, like every single time. And I learned through HelloFresh, you can just throw it in the oven and it's way more moist. And I'm like, wait, why didn't I just do that?
Wait, what do you mean in a pan?
Like I would just put it on a frying pan. And it was always
on the stove?
Yes.
Like a whole breast.
A whole breast.
Just raw dog it right onto the stove.
And it would take so long and it was spraying oil everywhere.
And you had to wait for it.
Yeah, you had to wait forever and it was never like moist.
Oh my God. So HelloFresh is teaching you.
It was so moist.
It was so moist.
No. It's also taught me how to, like, every vegetable I would make, I would put in a boiling pot of water. And it never tasted good. Was anyone eating it? No, like, it didn't have any, like, didn't taste right. I know. That's what I was doing.
Who taught you how to, who told you to boil vegetables?
My parents never cooked.
What did they eat?
I don't even know. My mom would make tacos or pasta.
I am like so opposite. Like my whole family is literally rooted in cooking.
No one in my family. Like my mom still only makes quesadillas or.
God bless her though.
Or chicken nuggets.
That honestly, I fuck with a chicken nugget, so I'm not gonna hate on that. But that is wild.
Yes,
so you're learning.
Yeah,
that's
so
really good.
It literally changed my life because my kids are like, "Wow, mom, this is like I feel like I'm like a professional chef now."
Well, and
it's fun for me.
That is fun to learn new things, even new recipes. Because I always like the same freaking recipes over and over and over again for the last 20 years, but. It's nice to get that the HelloFresh. I was like, oh, that's a cool thing, or like a recipe on Instagram.
When I see a recipe, it doesn't overwhelm me. When I see a recipe now, I'm like, I save it. Like my feed sometimes will be like food, whereas before I would see anything, it would overwhelm me. I wouldn't even be able to look at it. Yeah. Like I can't even do it. But now I can think
That's what's fun though about the delivery ones that bring you the food because they're like, here's how you do it, and here's all the freaking ingredients.
Yes.
Rather than like going out and having to buy all these new. You know, spices and herbs and things. You're like, oh my God,
it teaches you how to make like sauce from scratch. It'll be like, add this and this and a splash of this. I'm like, oh, I've never thought to add sour cream into that or to add this.
You're so cute. I love this.
Yeah, I just never knew.
Oh my God. Well, you've been busy. You have 5 kids. So you're like, cooking, maybe we'll learn when they're older. So how old is your youngest then?
3.
You have 3 to 9.
So 9, 9, 6, 5, and 3. Yeah, so they're all like littles.
Do your twins help a lot, or are they not?
They are so helpful. Yes, they're the cutest. Like they are so just like happy, helpful. They want to cook. They want to. It's just everything.
Walk
they're
me
so
through.
creative.
Okay, what's your daily routine? So like 5 kids.
So like I wake up
me through it.
6 a.m. every day because the kids have like only 1 hour to get ready. So 6 a.m. I'm like get all the kids up. My girls are so funny. Like they want me to help them pick out their outfits. The twins will usually do it, but Halston, like she's so particular about what she wears. So I have to like lay out 20 outfits, and within the 20, she's like, I don't know. So it
like
takes
the night before, or are you doing this
in
all
the morning?
Of,
I should probably just start doing it at night. But she will finally pick out her outfit, and then I head downstairs and we start making the breakfast.
Okay.
The boys are still sleeping, and then we start making lunches, and everyone starts coming down, and I'm doing their hair, and they're eating their breakfast, and then we're packing the lunches, and they're getting out, and then the boys will wake up next, and then I do their lunches and theirs, and they're about an hour later at 9. They go to school.
Okay, so you stay home with the boys sleeping, and Dad takes the kids to school.
Yes, he drops the girls off at school.
Okay.
And then the boys are up, and then they're done, and then he takes Oliver to school. I take Cohen to preschool, which is about like 20 minutes from my house. And then we get back, and then it's like gym or work, videos, content, getting all of that stuff done. And then meetings, all the stuff that we've got going, all the crazy stuff. And then our kids start getting out of school, like my son first TK, then preschool, and then the other girls, and then straight to sports.
It's like they go to school and then they're like home like that.
Then they're home, and it's like a little bit more food, packing up their cheer stuff, little flag football stuff, dance, and getting in the car. I drive there 35 minutes to their stuff, and then I'm in the car. She's for like 5 hours because she's out like 2 hours later, and then they're out 3 hours later, and it's too far to drive back. So I'm like running errands, and then I get back, and then it's like dinner, schoolwork, homework, bed. Yeah. Same thing the next day.
Yeah. Rinse and repeat.
I really don't have like any extra time for like friends or like that extra stuff that's fun. I really don't have like any time. We're just, every day is the same. And so I don't really have the extra time for like friends on that fun stuff because it's just like the same thing every single day.
I feel that.
Kid life. It's just crazy. And all moms, every time I post about this, everybody's like, same thing.
Yeah.
That's everybody's life as a mom. It's hard.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Try being a single mom and dating. I'm like, I don't have
couldn't
time
even
to
imagine.
date. Are you crazy?
No, I could not even
it's
imagine.
Retarded. That's a bit.
We had like the most amazing
on there. Get that out of there. 51 minutes.
No, we have like the most amazing dating app coming out that we just.
What?
Yes, I'm part of this new dating app called Rhythms.
Okay.
And
we know Rhythms.
Yes,
we know Rhythms.
No, it is the coolest thing because it's basically like the daily things that you do in the daily habits.
That wouldn't work for me.
It shows like your daily lifestyle instead of how people will put up like a what they want about themselves up on a dating app, and you don't know if they truly live that lifestyle.
Yeah, I know.
Well, this is going to be like it'll help you be compatible with somebody that's really like you.
But then no one's going to be compatible with me because I'm like,
I'm sure
not
they
doing
will.
the gym every day. I'm like you. They're like, why is this girl in the car for 5 hours? I'm like, well, we've got pickup from school. It's too far to go back from Laguna Beach practice, so I stay there. Then I take back to practice, and I do carpool after practice. Then we got to get dinner, go to the market. Like I'm in the car for 6 hours a day, literally. I don't know.
Somebody can relate to that.
I don't want somebody though that has that.
You don't want somebody that has the same thing. But what about things that you love to eat, like places you love to eat at? Stop. I don't want to be like compatible with these people that are just
like I want somebody that's going to improve my life.
But what if it's easier for you to find somebody that's not like that? Like what if you're meeting a guy and you're dating him for like 4 months and you're like, okay, our lifestyles don't mesh. Like you don't work out, you don't work hard. You know what I mean? And what if you can see all that right away? Like what if you're on there like, I want this guy because he's at the gym.
Of privacy. I'm like, can you hear that?
You think?
I mean, I do love the idea. I do love the concept.
I think it's such a cool idea.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'd be fun to go on there and see like what all my friends are doing. Hey,
I talk about it all the time.
It's good to be real.
He's like, it seems like I'm pushing for it. I'm like, I do think it's a really great concept.
I think it's cool because there's nothing like that out there. Like I want to see what my friends are doing. Like I'm already married, so I can't even use it as a dating app. But I think it'd be fun to see what everybody's into on there.
What do you do for fun? Like what do you
for fun? Kyler and I love finding like really fun like different restaurants or places to go during the day. Like I love to get work done, not just in my kitchen, but like to go sit somewhere really fun and vibey and aesthetic and try some new food and it opens up my mind for like I'm more creative when I'm somewhere new.
She's cooking, people. She is gonna start.
I'm starting to cook.
The kitchen. She's like, I love all these ideas.
I don't know. We don't really do a lot for fun though. Like we're such boring parents.
I think it's just being parents in general, raising kids. It's like you're not going out and doing that much stuff. You know
really not.
But I do love a good restaurant and a good meal.
Starting a new show is always fun for us, even though we don't ever watch shows.
Are you starting a new show?
No, like I need some good recommendations. But whenever we do,
I thought you meant you starting a new show, like filming. Like
that would be fun.
On a new show.
That would be fun. If I do, I'll let you know.
Yes,
literally,
that would.
Watch Secret Lives of Modern Wives, and then wait till the next season comes out, and that's it.
There you go.
No, we were watching a really good show recently. I don't know what it was called though. Sirens.
Oh, I watched
What's another
Sirens.
one? We're on the island where everybody kept getting murdered and they're on vacation.
That was it. I think that was Sirens.
It was a different one though.
Weren't they?
But that
Sirens?
also was. And
Wasn't that on an island
they
where
got
everyone
murdered?
gets
Yes,
killed?
they're mostly the same thing. There was an
Hotel.
yes in the hotel.
Was it a Netflix?
It was
show?
like so weird, but it was so fun.
They're in a hotel in like Hawaii.
See, we never can remember any of the shows that we watch.
Oh wait, the one, Perfect Couple. That was a good one. Perfect Couple. Did you see that?
It wasn't that one, but
Do you know which one I'm talking
no,
about?
I haven't seen that one.
My brain's not working either. I haven't even. That's the first
It was
coffee I've had in
cool.
3 days.
Yeah, we're a mom brain, you know. But if we know if we can figure out the show, we'll let you guys know. Actually, let us know if you guys know what we're talking
Do
about.
you watch? Okay, did you watch? I watched His and Hers. My daughter got into it. Did you watch that one?
I have not seen that.
It's very interesting, but it was really good. I got through it. It takes me like I have to get really invested within the first 30 minutes, or I'm like never turning it back on again. Because I like ADD and I'll do something else.
The problem with us is we'll binge watch it. So I'm staying up till 4 a.m. and I'm like a zombie for my kids. And they're like, "What's wrong with mom?" And I'm like, "I found a new show." And then all of a sudden I won't watch another show for like 4 months.
Same. That's how I am too. I get so hooked. That's what I mean. It has to be like that, like Die Hard, or I'm not interested.
Yep, exactly.
At all. And if I'm interested, I'm the same. I'm like, oh shit, at 3 a.m. I gotta go to bed.
I know. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Because you like get so into it.
But that's
right?
also like, especially for moms and just parents in general, that's like the only time that you're like,
That's
okay,
it.
everything's quiet inside, and I can't really be doing anything else. Like there's no meetings.
Yeah.
I can't be like proactive at doing anything because it's
the middle of the night.
Middle of the night.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so this is my alone time.
Yes.
And now I'm going to use every hour that
And
I
I'm just
possibly
gonna sit
have.
here and watch everything.
And then be tortured tomorrow when my eyes are bleeding at school drop off.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, so what's on the horizon? What's next for you?
So Widdles has been so great. So what we want to do now is make it even easier for moms. So we want to make this into like ready to make drinks. Like where you just put the straw right into it.
Okay.
Yep. Like a chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla flavor.
Okay.
We already got
like
the
a baby
samples back.
Ensure.
Yep, kind of like an Ensure.
Okay.
And just put it like that's for us, like that's big for us. Also, you know, maybe some new shows like you're talking about. Sounds really fun.
We gotta get you. Oh my god, I'm Adam DeVillo. We gotta interview this chick. I don't know. It's a pretty toxic environment. I don't know.
I think it'd be fun.
I don't know if I want to throw you in that. You seem very too sweet for it.
It's okay.
But sometimes, honestly, they've hired some people that like are like, I'm America's sweetheart, and they're like, they get in there and they're like, rawr.
Hey, I'm Italian, so
I
can flip.
And you don't cook?
I know. Because I'm not, I guess like I just haven't found
You're
my
learning,
roots.
though, honestly.
I need to call, I need to figure out.
How old were you when you had your first baby?
23.
Okay, so you started young.
You
like
were
me.
super young,
Yeah,
right?
19.
19, yeah.
I feel like it's so much better though to start
you
young.
figure it out. You have to just figure it out. You're just like thrown into it, right? And so for me, like sometimes it drives me nuts because I'll look back at how random I was when I was the mom of the twins. Like I felt like I was just like running around everywhere.
How your life was so different.
It felt like so easy, more easygoing in a way. But also, when I look back, I have so many more like skills sets now for like what I do as a mom, and I have so much more research and things that just work.
Right.
I wish I could just go back and like tell my younger self, like, okay, well, just try this, you know, because I remember there were so many times where it was so hard, you know, and I didn't even know what I was doing.
You don't know what you're doing.
You just figure it out.
It's so crazy to think about how, like, when you had kids at 23 and I had kids at 19, I'm like, how did I even, like, people rely so heavily on, like, social media now to, like, learn things or to have a community or to talk. I didn't have any of that, and I survived. It's almost nicer. I mean, there's pros and cons to it. But I called my mom for everything. Everything.
My mom was helping me out so much with the babies. At first, I have this memory, because right when we had the twins, Kyler's dad was so sad, was dying of cancer.
Twins. Oh,
yes, I know. He like passed away 3 weeks after, so he was gone. You know, right when I gave birth, he wanted to go like spend time with his dad. And so I've got these like 2 little newborns, and me and my mom would just sleep. Like I would sleep on this recliner rocking chair in her front room, and she'd be on the couch next to me with one on her chest, and we would lay there the whole nights and just like feed them every 3 hours, like, and wake up. Like actually even more. I feel like it was like almost every hour and a half, because they were preemies. They needed to eat so much. And just the 2 of us would just like do it. And Kyler too, obviously, every night too. But for that beginning time when he was with his dad.
Do you ever like look back at that? I remember when my kids were that little, and I would sit in the rocking chair, even at like, you know, getting up for the feedings at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., whatever. Yeah. And sometimes, I mean, also there's a lot of hormones running through our bodies at that point. But I remember sitting there with both of my kids and I would cry because I was like, oh my God, this is going to be so short-lived. And I'm going to cry right now. I'm like, and now my daughter's 16 and I'm like, I literally would hold you and be like, this is going to go by so fast.
Isn't it crazy how it feels like it was just yesterday?
Crazy.
Like I can picture their little warm bodies, like little weight
like
on me. And like
I can't remember what day of the week it is, but I remember that exact feeling of that.
My sisters were talking about like birth, like last night, and they were like, "Are you going to be sad that you're not going to have another baby?" And like there was like a 1% of me that's like, "Should I just have one more?" I'm like, "No, I cannot. I'm not going to have 6 kids."
You're like, don't be crazy.
You just never get that feeling again. Like I never get to have like the baby just like pulled out and just like laid on me.
That's what though. I think that's
nothing like it.
The human, like something in our human, but the biology.
Yeah.
That it does that to us and makes us feel that way and releases those endorphins and the dopamine because it's God saying, yeah, you need to have more. Like
I know.
Procreate.
It's like the natural, yes.
You never remember. I remember when my kids were babies and a lady came up to me at the market and I don't remember how, must have been really young. They're like, are you going to have more, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't know. It's pretty, I don't know. And she said, you never remember. The older they get, you don't remember the hard times. You only remember the really good, and that's so that you have more. It's your brain
There's got to be something hardwired just like in us as humans.
Mm-hmm. And you always want more, no matter how hard it is.
You always want more.
I feel like.
I always say like if my lifespan was like 300, I'd probably have
for sure.
At least 5 more.
For sure.
Or more. I don't know.
Sure.
You just keep
totally
having
agree.
them, right?
100%.
It just doesn't work in like the reality of the time we have and stuff like that.
No, for sure.
How old you get.
And my mom always says you never regret having another. But you might always regret not having another.
Yes.
You have 5.
Yeah.
So that's different. But I feel like she's just, if anyone's on the fence, it's
to have one more.
Do it.
Yeah.
Unless you're like,
Because when we had 4, we were like, I think we're probably good. We have the 3 girls. We have 1 boy. And then I was like, I don't know. I always wanted 5 or 6. Yeah. Like I was always on the fence. I'm like, no, I'm just going to have 1 more because I always wanted 5 or 6.
Yeah. Just
so we just went for the last one.
Well, it's been so nice having you here and so nice chatting with you. Will you tell the audience where they can find you?
Yes. So I'm on all platforms. So my Instagram, Madison Bontempo, and then TikTok, Kyler and Mad, and Madison Bontempo or Madison Fischer.
What about your Snapchat?
YouTube. They're all different usernames. I'm like, what did I do to myself? Snapchat is like Mad Tempo 1.
Okay.
So random. Well, Mad Tempo was taken. Mad Tempo.
That's cute.
No, because I started to make a new. Okay. Anyway, 6'7" is my other one.
She's relevant, you guys. Come on.
YouTube is the Fish Fam because we're the Fishers.
Like and subscribe.
Guys. Those are all the things. Right?
It's been such a joy having you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode and make sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you next week.